Jill Duggar has made no secret, for several months now, of her estrangement from pretty much everyone else in the world who shares her last name. But you know what they say about misery, right? And how it loves company. Well, Josh Duggar's actions have made his family members more miserable and ashamed than ever before, perhaps prompting a need for Jill to seek the company of two of her sisters. For the first time in as long as we can remember, had a lovely belated birthday lunch with some of my fam at one of our favorite places. Jill captioned an Instagram story snapshot on Thursday, May 27th, tagging her siblings in the process and adding, "Missed you," at Duggar. Joanna shared the image's photo on her own Instagram story, writing, "Love you," at Jill Dillard, happy belated birthday. This meetup, of course, is notable for a couple of reasons. First and most prominently these days, nothing can be written about the Duggars without citing Josh's aforementioned arrest and pending July trial. This scandal is only the latest, and the most disgusting to center around Jim, Bob, and Michelle's oldest son, who previously admitted to infidelity and two groping little girls when he was a teenager. Jill, Joanna, and Jessa all released statements in the wake of the arrest, too. "We just found out this information yesterday," she and husband Derek said on April 30th. "It is very sad," said Joanna. "The recent accusations brought against Josh sadden us to our core. We have not wanted to be hasty in making any statements while trying to process the news ourselves. We are especially heartbroken by the reality that there are children in the world being harmed and exploited. We ask for prayer for all those involved, and it is our continued prayer that the truth comes to light." And then Jessa, "We are saddened to hear of the charges against Josh. As Christians, we stand against any form of pornography or abuse, and we desire for the truth to be exposed, whatever that may be. Our prayers are with their family as they walk through this difficult time." Jill, meanwhile, has also been very critical of her relatives for a while now. Specifically her mother and father. After 6 seasons as cast members on Counting On, for example, Jill and Derek finally quit and alleged they had been taken advantage by TLC executives and their own dad. "Up until around the time we left the show, we hadn't been paid for anything," the couple said this past September via YouTube. A month later, Jill opened up about the controlling and selfish nature of Jim, Bob, and Michelle. "We found out we didn't have as much control over our lives as it related to the show and stuff as we needed," she said in October 2020. "Who had to make a decision at that time to kind of put the show aside to pursue our own goals and everything. That's when we made the decision. There has been some distancing there," continued Jill, spilling a lot of tea on where she stands with her parents. "There are definitely some issues there. We definitely feel like we're in a healthy place now for our family and have control over our lives. Certain people are more supportive than others. I think it ebbs and flows with a family of that size. Every family has drama, and so when you've got that many more people giving opinions or whatever, it can get crazy. This is very true. Growing up, it was ingrained in me that if you don't have as many kids as you're able to, that there's something wrong with that," Jill finally admitted very recently to People magazine, acknowledging a shift in her thinking at last. "It was a shift where I felt like it wasn't wrong if you decide as a couple that it's best for you to wait. Amen, Jill. Glad you finally figured this out for yourself."